Hello, guys. How are you today? It's been a while. I made a YouTube video. So I decided to, show you guys how the reason, why I buy BTC last week, and I'm gonna show you again why I sold BTC yesterday. So let's quickly do back texting. So we all know that I would usually start doing my top down analysis from the weekly time frame. Uh, so what I do is first of all I mark out the see check what the trend is doing. So this is a bullish BTC is a bullish trend. So what I do is mark up my trend line. Okay, first touch, second touch. So I'll go to the daily time frame to confirm that. So you guys can see this is the first touch here and the second touch. So this is how to mark out the trend line. So on the third touch is by boom. So by so I'm gonna usually I put an alert and I keep on waiting for it. So anytime it comes, this is an alert. So anytime BTC come here, my alert will trigger, then I buy. I don't even waste time or think twice. All right. So usually this is what I do. I wait for BTC here at the other block. Okay. So I mark out my zone. So usually I mark BTC has made all time high at 113011.06. So this is all time high for BTC. All right. So I'm gonna color this guy to blue. Color it to blue. I clone it. Oh, all right. So I look for another zone. So my next zone gonna be here where there is a pullback. All right. So I clone another one. Okay, I put it here. So I'm putting my zone. You see the touch here, touch here, touch here, touch here. So where there is a lot of touch is where the liquidity is sitting. So I'm just marking it out. So this is what I do on the charts. So I'm marking it here too. Touch here, touch here. Okay. All right. Extend it a little bit. Okay. Another clone. All right. So this is where I'm gonna wait. So anytime BTC come down here, then I'm gonna buy BTC from here. So this is a break of structure here. All right. Okay. There's a break of structure here. So this is the origin that caused the break of structure. Okay. So that's where I'm gonna wait for BTC. Alright, so anytime it comes here, then we'll buy. That's the arrow. Okay. I'll put the alert here. Alright. So we'll leave this thing quite for long. So it's gonna take time. Like sometimes it take weeks, for BTC to come here. Then we'll buy. So we're gonna look for as a day trader. We're gonna look for immediate, confirmation. So we'll go for 4 hour, for 4 hour, and the reason, like I told you guys, I'm gonna show you the reason why I buy BTC last week, and I sold BTC this week. So I sold BTC yesterday. So when BTC got to the all-time high, so market was here, okay. So and it was consolidating here. So I go to my 1 hour. That is where you're gonna see this consolidation. So this little consolidation here, yeah, okay. So you're gonna see clearly on the 1 hour. So 1 hour. So whenever I see this consolidation, I normally have a strategy which I use to know when to buy or when to sell. So this is this is uptrend. All right. And what I do whenever I notice this consolidation, so whenever any price or whenever price comes to all-time highs, all right, then it will start consolidating. After consolidating for a while, then it's gonna break out. So what I usually do is I come to, when I spot out the consolidation, so I mark out, okay, this is bullish trend. So I mark out my X to E wave. So I mark out my X here. This is my X. All right. So I don't know if you can see it. My X, and this is my A, and this is my B here. This is too small. Okay, this is my B. Okay, then this is my C. So where I touch. So this is the C. Where I touch here. Okay, X, A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, X, A, B, C, D. Oh, this tiny laptop. D and E. Okay, so this is E. E is the last one. So that's how you're gonna know the consolidation has finished. So it's gonna break out at any time. Okay, so I have backtext this strategy. I call it this strategy. This strategy is S to E wave. All right. So this is how to know when consolidation finish. All right. So you don't know when this if you don't mark it properly. This X A B C D E. If you don't mark it properly, you're not gonna know you know when the consolidation is about to break out. So let's say you don't know this X, A, B, C, D, E, and you think the market is breaking out here and you enter sell here. All right. Imagine it went up and you become so biased. Okay, maybe it's breaking up because the overall trend is bullish and you became scared. Maybe it's gonna go up. So you don't know, right? So this X to E wave gonna help you to know when the consolidation finish and when you're gonna break out. So I'm gonna show you another spot of this consolidation. There's multiple of them. I also use it to make a buy entry last week. Okay, so when the consolidation, so you're gonna the E is the last one. So when it comes here, all right, then start going back. So that's when you expect a breakout. Okay, so this is the breakout here. All right, then I have to enter the trade when I saw these three evening star. This is evening star or bearish engulfing. All right, so that's when I enter the trade. Okay, so this is almost like how many pips? Okay, this is almost like 294 pips. All right, so this is where I enter the trade. I enter the trade here. Okay, then exited here. Okay, so this trade they take profit, it should be here. It's still is you see it's still pulling up. Okay, I forgot to show you guys what thing I normally do. All right, so I normally mark out my previous day high and previous day low. That helped me also to know my confirmation. So my previous day, this is previous day high when candle close. So I think when I took this trade, this was my previous day high, and this was my previous day low. I think so. Yeah, it should be. Yeah, that should be my. Yes, yes, yes. So that should be my. Yeah, this is my. This was my previous day high, and this was my previous day low. All right. So as a daily trader, so you mark out the last candle, the previous last candle at the body where it closed. So when I was taking this sell, this candle here was my previous day candle which I marked out. So coming to 1 hour. So how did this previous day candle help me? So previous day high. So when I took my profits here, so I know that this the is gonna pull back. So when it pull back, it's gonna pull back to previous day high and continue selling, right? So this is my previous, and my target was at previous day low. So this is overall so target. So what I do is that I close some, I took some profits here and I close it. So what I do is I I took some profit here and this